Welcome to Answers from an Apostolic Faith.
Blessed be the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the perfect Trinity.
In the name of the Father, and Son, and the Holy Spirit, one God, Amen. Who created God? This is a popular question we hear often nowadays. But thinking about it, this question is actually a question of time. It implies that God is inside of time. And if we can actually answer the question of who created God, the next question will become, who created the person who created God? And so on and so forth. But this question is actually a fallacy, meaning it's built on a wrong assumption. The assumption that God is inside of time. But is that the God we worship, a God that is inside of time, a God that was born one day, has grown up to be a young man, and now he will become a grandfather, for example? No, that is not the Christian God that we worship. So let me put it in a different way. If I create a table, am I inside the table or outside of it? If I create a chair, am I inside the chair? No. So if God creates time, this plane of time that we are in, we have a past, present, and future. God is above this time. He is not inside this time. He is above here. So when He creates time, He's not affected by it. God does not grow older. That's why St. Paul says, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Our God is unchangeable because He's above time. He's the Alpha and the Omega. He's everlasting. He's the beginning and the end. That's why St. John, in his Gospel, he says the following. He says, in the beginning was the Word. So the Word, the Logos, the Son of God, He was there from the beginning. The beginning means even before time existed. And the Word was with God. So the Son was with the Father. And the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through Him. And without Him, nothing was made that was made. So all things, including time, were created by God. But God is outside of time. So who created God is actually a fallacy. This question does not stand. We must ask ourselves, what brings people to ask this question? In reality, people observe certain characteristics about themselves. So they observe that we are born on a certain day and we grow up older, and we know of that someday we will die. So we want to take what we observe on ourselves and try to apply this to God. But it doesn't work that way. God is a creator. We are the creation when it comes to our relationship with God. Our characteristics are very different. So if I use an example, I can create a painting. So now the painting is an object that I have created. So I have different characteristics. I can eat, I can drink. The painting does not eat or drink. Actually, if I put water on the painting, it will ruin it. Because our characteristics are different. Therefore, I cannot take what applies to humanity and try to put it on God. And ask God, where have you or when have you been created? It doesn't work this way. God is the creator. We are the creation. Remember, know your faith, live your faith, and teach your faith. And glory be to God forever. Amen.
And the Holy Spirit, the perfect Trinity.